live from the studios of Real Life Matters with your incredible host, DBoss, as she brings you entertainment, fashion, music, and interviews right here live at Real Life Matters. And here we go. Sit back and relax, cause we good to go. And we about to hit you off with the TV show. And we keeping it live, and we keep it brand new. And now we about to hit you with the interview. Yeah, we keeping it real, and we put it on the platter. What we talking about? Real Life Matters. Certified, never taking a loss. And here's your host, DBoss.
Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. And of course, I'm your host, DBoss, and I'm just hoping that everybody is doing their 15 minutes more of laughing every day, because it's very important to get rid of all those bad endorphins and those. And yes, and it tones your abs. But I'm telling people, don't stop going to the gym or doing whatever your thing is, because some people may have a little bit more abs than others. So, and we're not saying that in a bad way, but some people might think, okay, you know what, I'm stopping doing my gym. No, you have to laugh every day. You don't have to do it by yourself. You could do it with your family. It's a free event. It's good for your soul. And, and it makes you keep looking youthful, like me. Every day you look youthful when you keep laughing. If you have a strict, stern, job that you have to have the regimen and you have to be all that, well, you need to do a little bit more than 10 to 15 minutes. You need to do about 20, so that you can release all that tension, because what you put out is what people can get back. So, and the kids saying, oh, what are you laughing at? Well, they can come and laugh too. So you can always put something on that's funny. You can put something on that helps you and all that. And, if you had a bad day, just laugh it off and you pick it up and you keep going. So I hope everybody's been doing their goals. Yes, we're in May. So I hope that, people made all these resolutions and saying, oh, they're going to do this and that in January. So I hope everybody's almost halfway there to getting to where they want to get to. But anyways, I have somebody real exciting today, and we're going to find out about her journey, what she's done, how she's accomplished things. Yes, there were some difficulties at first, and challenges, not really difficulties, but challenges, but how she overcame them, and she did it. And she's an executive producer of Rock the Runway, but she's a lady that wears many hats, and we're going to have to bring her back to tell her about all the other stuff that she's done. But we're going to have, this is somebody we have to dissect and go down, because she has a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of journey. So she's going to let us know what's going on with her. So with no further ado, I introduce to you Sarah TAHSEEN.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah TAHSEEN, executive producer of Rock the Runway. Thank you so much for having me. This is so exciting.
Oh, well, it's better be exciting. You know what I mean? It's me here. So.
Well, you're an exciting person.
So what I'm going to do is, here on Real Life Matters, what we do is we ask everybody what is their cultural background or where they come from.
So my cultural background, I'm East Indian. I was born in Karachi, Pakistan. I came to Canada when I was 2 years old. And that was back in the 70s. So
wow. How do you know you're a Indian?
Yeah, East Indian. I know. Everyone says, you're East Indian? I'm like, yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, what?
I swear. Everyone's surprised. I think because I grew up in Canada, adapted to the culture of Canada. So I know a little. I know my culture as well. But I'm Canadian. I love being Canadian. It's who I am.
All right. So let me see. So okay, we're going to have to step back. So what did you take in school, or what you wanted to be before you evolved into this?
Okay. It's interesting because I wanted to be a fashion designer in high school. I used to go to Fabricland, buy fabrics and buy patterns and sew on the sewing machine. I used to make a lot of my clothes in high school, and that was my goal. And I guess life changes, and things happen, and you realize that, oh, maybe fashion design isn't something that's going to make me a lot of money, and you get a lot of pressure from your parents, especially being from an East Indian household. They want to be accountants, lawyers, doctors, engineers, things like that. So unfortunately, that dream had to, I had to kind of
put on hold.
let that dream go, because I guess culturally it wasn't at the time wasn't a suitable profession in my parents' eyes. They, it was more like in their eyes a hobby.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's I let it go, and then I started to, I went to college, took some business courses, and interestingly enough, I was dancing in a club one night with my friends, and I got scouted to be on a Much Music show called the Electric Circus. And I was
oh my God, you're on like this.
You remember that? It was a great show, ran for, oh my goodness, like a long time.
Monica Dio.
Yeah, I was one of the Electric Circus dancers, and that was a great time. I had so much fun. Got to be part of something so fantastic, because it was such a hit show, and I'm so proud that I was on it. And so we had we had a lot of perks. We got to model, and so that's actually where my modeling journey started. I was scouted again on set, and by a photographer who said, "Hey, why don't you come and model for me?" I said, "Sure," and it evolved from there. And so I started to model. I had a great time doing it. Did a lot of runway, but also because I was a young girl, I wanted a little bit more for myself. I wanted to travel. I also wanted to have a family. So I thought, okay, this is now my next step in life that I need to do as a young woman. So I put modeling on hold.
On pause.
Yeah.
And I said pause because you're gonna know why she's saying on pause. Okay, I'm saying it.
Yeah. So I traveled extensively, and then I had a family. I ended up just having one child. I have a daughter. She's in university. She's 18 now. And
one and you're done.
Yeah, I guess that I was fine with that. I didn't really want to have a litter of children, but I'm very happy. Can I say that? Can I say a litter of children?
Well, today a lot of people are having.
I was happy with
what they're taking, what kind of drug or what kind of thing. What's that fertility thing that they get?
I was so when I had my daughter, I was so loved being a mom. I was like, I can't believe this is a child. It was so great, and I just loved motherhood so much. It was the most wonderful experience of my life. Just raising my daughter and her being such a fantastic child. She's a good girl. I have to say, she's a good girl. She never caused me any problems. Did well in school, and she went off to university, and she did well. So I'm very, very proud.
What does she want to take? Does she want to follow in your route, or no?
Everyone asks that question. That's a very, very popular question. No, unfortunately, she does not want to do what I do. She got into journalism. She loves writing. She's going to write that tell-all book about me.
Yes.
My mom.
Okay.
I think I need to make her sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. You are not allowed to say anything. Just kidding. So
have you modeled for any big designers and stuff when you were modeling? Because I modeled too, so I modeled for all the big ones.
So I modeled for a lot of the Canadian designers, which was a fantastic opportunity. And now I'm working with a lot of great designers as well. Helping them producing photo shoots and of course fashion shows as well, which I love doing. It's one of my passions. Sometimes I love being behind the scenes and just creating. That is such a wonderful feeling, just putting everything together, and then just watching it unfold. It's like, wow, I did that.
Wow.
So that's another platform Rock the Runway does. Is we actually did our first Rock the Runway fashion show a couple weeks ago, and it went flawless. We had some really good designers, and I was in awe, when I saw my models on the runway, and they just did an excellent job. Like, bravo to them. Like, these are excellent.
How many models did you have going?
We had 14 models altogether,
Okay.
7 male models and 7 female models. I handpicked them all because I wanted to make sure that they represented the designers really well. And these are the top models in Toronto, and they're the best. They're the best. I had to have the best, for Rock the Runway fashion show. I was so proud of them. It was a great night.
Okay. All right. So how did you come up with the name Rock the Runway?
Well, okay. So Rock the Runway wasn't the first name. We started off with a couple of different names, but when you're starting a show, as you move forward with it, things change, and then the names didn't suit what we were doing, and I said, name's got to change. And Michael, my co-star, said, yeah, we got to change the name because we're now changing the structure. We can't be that name anymore. We got to have a new one. So then I came up with Rock the Runway because Michael Cavallo, Juno award-winning rock star, is my co-star, and I thought, well, we've got to have something where it represents rock and roll, rock music, and fashion. So I thought, Rock the Runway. So it works perfectly because it represents what the show is about. Because the show
I like the
sorry.
Yeah, and I like the gold. I love gold.
Yes, me too. It's a fantastic. It's because Rock the Runway. Yeah, Rock the Runway. It's about fashion. It's about music. It's about storytelling. It's real life stories, and those stories are my stories that I've experienced in the fashion industry. And so what we're doing is we are recreating those stories, and they're great stories to tell because they're about inspiration and they're about emotion, because the fashion industries sometimes can be very cruel. We are like
a lot of jealousy and a lot of stuff. It's just crazy. I've been there, came out.
Yeah, and you know what? It's going to happen, and I think everybody in the industry will deal with that. But you have to make sure that you are strong, that you're strong here and you're strong here, because if you're not, the industry will eat you up, and you're just going to fade away. If being in the fashion industry is something that you want so badly, you're going to have to block out that noise. When I say noise, the gossip, the talking, they're going to talk. Who cares? Let them. This is what I say. Let them. Who cares what anybody says? You know what you're doing? You have a good concept? Do you love what you do? Are you good at what you do? Are you confident with what you do? Block out that noise and do it. Show the world what you have, because I want to see it. So does the rest of the world. And listening to that noise, if you listen to it, it's just going to break you down. Right. So my advice to anybody in the fashion industry, block out that noise. If people want to talk, let them. It's none of your business. Who cares? It's just noise.
That's true. So now when you made a pause in the modeling, And yeah, so you came with rock. So what challenge did you face now when you wanted to come back, people, and she wanted to be a model? Tell us about that.
So I got back into modeling at age 50. Just to let everybody know, I'm 53 right now. And I got back into it at age 50. So the challenges that I faced was my age, because at that time, we didn't have mature models coming to casting calls or even on the runway. You just didn't see it. So I took that step and said, you know what, I'm going to do it. You know, yeah, people looked at me weird. People said, no, you can't do that. You know, they're like, yeah, you're too old. I think my best one is, it's never going to happen. And you know what I said? Just watch me. And I did it. I didn't care. I just did it. And so, you know what? Sometimes in life, somebody has to take that first step, and then the rest will follow. I was willing to take that first step and just to create a movement and to be.
So what does your family see and your friends say when you were going to do it?
Well, I had some people when I first started, when I got back into modeling at age 50, you know, here I am thriving and things like that. You know, some women my age that, you need to act your age. I was like,
what's that mean?
Right. What does that even mean? I thought I was just creating a movement. I was proving a point that you know, age is just a number, and that you can be fabulous at any age. You know, don't let your age stop you. You know,
right.
It doesn't matter, because, you know, society has told women my age that this is it. So, you know, sit down, you know, enjoy your golden years and just wait to die. No, I have too much more living to do, too many more dreams that I have, too many more goals and things that I want to do. I'm not ready to sit back. I'm sorry, my wheels are still turning. They're not falling off anytime soon. I'm going to keep going. And there's just so much more that I want to accomplish. And I'm going to keep going. And I'm not going to
Like what do you want to accomplish?
Well, so now we're getting into Rock the Runway, the TV show. You know, we are getting ready to film our first official episode for season 1. I want to. I've got so many wonderful, great storylines for the first season, and I want to execute that. I want to show the world what we have here at Rock the Runway, the TV show, because it's going to be something that no one's ever seen before. Like, I'm so proud of what we are doing, and it's going to be something that's going to be incredible.
So what do you do? Do you to prep yourself? Do you work out? Do you do a meditation? Do you do all those things that, you know, everybody's supposed to, like I'm doing?
I wish I could meditate. That's so I'm always on the go. You know what? I get up, you know, at 6 a.m., sometimes earlier. I'm at the gym, working out. You know, I lift weights, I do cardio, I eat healthy, have my protein smoothie in the morning. And those are the things that I do. I love starting off my day with a great workout, because it gets me going. It gets my blood flowing for throughout the day, which is so important to me. And so that's how I maintain, you know, myself, because I think like exercise is so important. The body needs to move. The body needs to rest. So that's how I'm
doing this Tai Chi thing. Yes, people. Yes, I'm doing Tai Chi. And at first I thought it was some kind of myth, you know, but it works.
Absolutely. You got to do what works. Like, I mean, I'm not going to tell everyone, oh, go to the gym and, you know, lift heavy weights. Do what you love to do. You know, that's what matters. If you love running outside, do it. If you like cycling, cycle. Do something. Keep yourself active.
Yeah. And I like to eat my comfort foods too. So, you know, I'm not totally like counting that out, because, you know, when you have
That's okay. Listen, I love chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, I like and those are good foods, apple pies, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I love apple pie too. That's so delicious.
You know, we're normal people that do, no, some people that, yes, okay, yeah, but sometimes you got to eat some other stuff too,
Of course.
to balance it out, so you can have you're involved with other people to open yourself up. You're not just, oh gosh, I only eat this, I only eat that. Oh, come on.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with having treats and indulging. Like, reward yourself. It's fine. Like, you don't have to follow the strict regimen every single day of your life. You know what? Reward yourself. You want a chocolate chip cookie? Have it.
Have one or two or three.
Yes, exactly.
Depending how big they are.
I can eat about like the two big ones. Maybe they're like this big, I guess, like that big. They're delicious.
All right, so Sarah, what do you do that impact a person's life that you think?
I always love to inspire people. I always like to, make sure that people are chasing their dream and making sure that they feel confident. Especially with the younger generation, with young girls, I think they're in a generation where they're feeling very insecure. They want to be accepted. And so I want them to know that you have to love yourself first. That's so important, because beauty is also on the inside as well. It's just not on the outside. So I always want to make sure that whoever I'm mentoring, especially because I'm also a model coach, and I always tell my students, be confident, in what you're doing, because your confidence will show. Like, I'm often part of casting panels for fashion shows, and when I'm sitting on that panel and I see a model come, to the casting call, and I can always sense if she's confident or not. And and I think that a lot of girls need to work on that confidence. It's so important. You've got to love yourself first. That's the most important thing.
And then sometimes they may be coming from a home that everybody wasn't as confident. So they're coming from that foundation. So they have to be able to change their mindset.
Absolutely. You've got to change your mindset. And you have to just say, you know what, I am good. I know, and look at it. I think it's always important to look at your good qualities that you have. We all have those great qualities, and focus on those good qualities, and also do better for yourself. Have goals. Accomplish those goals, because when you're accomplishing goals, you're moving up. Don't just stand at that. Don't be just there. Make goals for yourself. Keep climbing, because the more you climb, the better you're going to feel about yourself, because you're going to be accomplishing so much. When we started Rock the Runway was just a story, and I did a few YouTube videos, and I always wanted it to grow, and I look back on that. And sometimes I giggle to myself, and I thought, wow, this is where it all started, right here. And step by step, as I kept working on it, like, I am now here. And those were goals that I put in place. And sometimes, you forget, where you came from, when we started filming, where I just had like one little, videographer, and we were just having fun with it. And now it's like a production, where we're getting sponsors, and it's
and they want to get more sponsors also, people.
Absolutely. We are always looking for sponsors. So, that's, I look back on it and I think, holy moly, we have come far, but it took a lot of hard work in making this happen. But
so what do you tell the girls? Because not everybody's going to make it. Okay. Or they have to have, some kind of a backup or something, because, not everybody's going to make it. And that there's only so many gigs you can get, right?
Absolutely. Now, there's so many myths to the modeling industry. There's no such thing as overnight success. That is
Right.
myth. Anybody, I honestly, when I hear the media say, "Oh, overnight success," it's like, oh my God, like
Yes, please.
stop already. Like, why are you saying that? Why are we not talking about all the hard work that person put in?
Yes.
And that's going to say overnight success, like this person just made one post and boom, that happened. No, that person worked hard, and then the media start saying overnight. I just hate that word, because I see how hard people are working to get to that level, you know. So in terms of your question is that yeah, there's a lot of myths to modeling, and just because you get casted into your first fashion show, again, it doesn't mean you're going to be, you know,
Quit your job and everything.
it doesn't mean, oh, okay, now you're rich and famous. It doesn't look like that, you know. It takes a lot of hard work, and it also means doing a lot of free stuff, you know, because you have
Keep your day job so that you don't.
day job. Yes, always keep your day job, because you're going to be doing a lot of free stuff. You have to, because you have to, you know, be visible. People have to know your name in the industry, and you also have to gain that experience as well. You can't just start in something and then expect to be making a gazillion dollars. It doesn't work that way. It takes, you know, you've got to keep going and keep going and keep going. And, you know, you have to learn the business. You have to learn, you know, the techniques that are required on the runway. You have to learn the craft of posing.
And practice.
Absolutely. Like one of my favorites is editorial. Editorial photo shoots are my absolute favorite, because it's for me, I become, you know, because I'm also an actor as well, as you know, and you know, when I put those clothes on, I become the clothes. I become that woman in the clothes, and it changes me. And so, and then I can pose and be that person. I picture myself, oh, okay, I'm wearing a beautiful gown. Oh, I feel so elegant. Oh, I'm going to the Oscars. Oh, thank you for the Oscar. You know,
You're going to the Met Gala.
I'm going to the Met Gala.
You have to be coming into that.
Yes, exactly. That's good. That's going to be my next event. Just watch.
Okay. Well, you never know. They can pick all kinds of people, all everywhere. You know, they select. So.
Absolutely. So, you know, I think with modeling, you have to be patient and keep working towards it. If this is something you really want, be patient. Keep going to continue to go to the casting calls. Keep doing the photo shoots and editorials, and you know, those are the things that are going to make you visible. Being visible is the key. People have to see you. You know, sometimes. Yeah. When you know, I get models messaging me and they say, "Oh, I want a model for you," and then I'll go to their Instagram page, and I'm like, "You have 2 pictures."
Oh.
Well, what am I supposed to do with that? No, I want to see different looks. I want to see different poses. You know, I want to show me what you can do. You know, a lot of people say, "What are you looking for?" I'll know it when I see it. You know, I want to, but what I can tell you, I want to see what you can do. I want you to impress me. That's what I want. Is there anything in particular? Just impress me. Show me. You know what? Because I'm always looking for the next best thing.
And then your tell us about your Instagram handle, Maserati Mom. How'd you come up with?
We're going there, are we?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's real life matters.
Okay. The Maserati is the car.
Yes.
Then I drive.
Okay. All right.
So I'm a mom, and I was born in 1972. So I just put that all together. I thought it sounded cool. Maserati Mom.
She's up there. A lot of people follow her, so you know that's one.
You're not following me. You need to follow me now.
Yes. Yes, I told people before you came on today. All right. So Okay, so you're doing rock the runway. Now, what other things do you want to do that you'll say, you know what, I'm satisfied and I'm just going to build on what I'm doing now?
I'm always looking for more. I feel like I can do so much more. So I'm also I attend events and I interview people. I have my microphone, I have my videographer, and I just let's go interview some people. And depending upon the theme of the event, I'll ask questions that are related to the theme of the event, and that's a lot of fun. I really enjoy, just having the microphone and so tell me, it's fun.
And some people do run away.
What is interesting, because when I have the microphone, everyone's like curious. They're like, what's going on there? What is she talking about? Why is she interviewing people? And you see that curiosity, and sometimes people will, follow you around and like, you want to be interviewed? Is that why you're following me? Come on. And that's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying that a lot.
Well, I know I've done that when I've done in-person interviews. Some people don't want to come on because they're with somebody that's not supposed to be, and they'll see them on the camera.
Oh, I interviewed Olivia Chow, Toronto's mayor. Oh my God, that was so much fun. And it was at the Black Diamond Ball gala.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to go to that.
Oh, yeah, I was interviewing everyone on the red carpet, and Olivia Chow was there, and I was like, and I said to my videographer, that's Olivia Chow, let's go. He's like, she's not going to talk to you. I said, just watch me. Let's go. So we're going. And I'm like, hey, Olivia, want to get interviewed? She's like, sure. And so we interviewed her.
Well, she would interview because she likes that,
Yeah, she was awesome. And I said to her, I said, Olivia, show me your best dance move. So I started dancing with her. And that was so much fun. Like, you can watch the video on my Instagram page. She was so much fun. She made me laugh. She's a nice lady. Yeah.
All right. So is there any shout outs that you want to give to your people or any that's helped you over the years? She's going to be back, people. Yes.
Oh my gosh. No, the shout out that I actually want to give out is to the people that really supported me. In this journey of creating Rock the Runway. When you're creating a TV show, it's not easy, because you're working with a group of people and you want to make sure that everybody's on that same page. And, it wasn't an easy journey. But you know what? I got the right people on board and they supported me. When we filmed the pilot, like sometimes I look back and I'll watch the pilot and I'm like, oh my God, these people came, they showed up for me because they believed in Rock the Runway. And I am so grateful to that team and that everyone who was on that pilot. If you watch the trailer, those are my people.
All right. And what else? Are you finished giving your shout outs or no? You got someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's just everyone who was on that pilot, all the models, my co-star Michael Caballo for sticking by me, since the beginning, and it's been a great journey for both of us, and he's been fantastic. There's Matt Dixon, Canada's super male. He's the supermodel, male model. There's Richard Morpheus, who's amazing. Then there's this beautiful model named Nat. She is up and coming. She is gorgeous. I just love her so much. I put her in everything I'm doing. I call her up, Nat, you want to do the show? And she's like, yeah, let's do it. And she is so stunning. I love her. And the whole team who helped with the pilot was just incredible. Especially Noah Donis, who is a men's suit designer, is fantastic. He's just been so great to me, and just believing in the project. He's just been incredible. And then there's all the videographers and the photographers who have been part of it, and they've just been so supportive and kind. And Rock the Runway, what started off as something so small, is growing and growing. We're building that fan base. We're building the popularity, and I love the vision that I'm creating because, Rock the Runway, when we do our stories, it's relatable, because as someone who's mature, in my 50s, it's, I'm telling a story through my own experience. And it's not through someone, a young girl's experience. It's through my own experience. And I think that's really important to share with the public.
Okay. All right. And what is there something that people assume about you, but it's not true? So we can clarify that today.
Oh my gosh. I think that's not, I don't know.
Maybe they think you're not approachable, or
okay. Some people think that I'm stuck up. Oh my gosh, I'm not stuck. Some people have said that I'm stuck up, and or that I don't look approachable. I'm actually very friendly. Sometimes I do get very busy when I'm on set, and I don't have time to talk to people because I'm being dragged everywhere, and especially when it's my own production. That sometimes it is hard for me to have those small conversations with people. As much as I love talking to everybody, I love hearing everybody's stories and their journeys and what they want to do in the fashion industry. But sometimes timing can be a little bit, off, where I'm being dragged to do something and I have to focus on that, and my attention needs to be elsewhere. So I know sometimes people say, "Oh,
you're not approachable," but you are. So
like
that means you guys can approach her if you thought that with these sponsors.
Yeah, I think we think that people might be stuck up, or maybe they're very egotistical. But I feel like I'm a person, I'm very down to earth. Like, I mean, I'm a mother as well, so I understand motherhood, and I'm very comfortable in my skin, and I feel that I don't need to have that big ego. I know what I'm capable of, and I just strive for that, and I'm very focused on what I do. So my career is very important to me. And I always want to make sure that I surround myself with good people as well. So I think overall I am approachable. I like to think of myself as a friendly person. Sometimes I get very focused into what I'm doing, and it's just because I'm one of those I'm a very creative person. So once I lock in, I'm like, okay, that's all I'm looking at. I need to execute this project.
Well, Sarah, you're a powerhouse. That's what I know. That's what I'm seeing here.
Thank you.
You're a mover and a shaker. What's what I'm gathering from you. And a lot of things are going to happen, and you're going to make things happen, and it's going to happen no matter who is waiting for you not to do it, but it's going to happen anyways. So,
absolutely, it's going to happen.
And you guys get out there, sponsorship, for, TV and stuff, get, the sponsors for her, you guys, reach out to her, and, and now, she's not what you thought, maybe in your head. She's a very approachable. So, reach out to her. So Sarah, is there anywhere where if people want to find you, they can find you on your social medias or your website or?
Absolutely. The best way to contact me is on my Instagram, Maserati_mom72. I do respond to everybody as quick as I can. I am very busy, and especially now, we are, Rock the Runway is, we're in full, Rock the Runway mode. So things are getting kind of hectic, and with events and show planning, and we're getting ready to film. So a lot is going on. A lot of great things happening.
All right, so they can reach out to you at Maserati Mom. It's on the screen right there. If people want to notice, you can reach out to her there. Or is there any other way they can find you? Or
I think just on Instagram is the best way.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like to give out my phone number.
Okay, well, no, no, we understand, but that's okay. But Sarah, it's been a pleasure having you on today. Talking about your journey. People, get out there if you want to be a part of Rock the Runway, or get anything with to do, or if you need help in anything, because Sarah can coach people, coach young models, coach even bigger. It doesn't matter, mature models. How you want to get back in the game, and what you need to do that. So I'm pretty sure she's available to tell you about that, because that's her passion, and this is something that she does.
Also, with the model coaching, just contact me on Instagram and let me know if you're interested in having me coach you. Just to let everyone know, I always put my students on my model roster, and we are doing Rock the Runway fashion shows. So it's a great opportunity to get on that roster. When I train my students, I train them so that they can thrive in fashion shows. A lot of my students go off to New York. I've had students walk runways at New York Fashion Week, not just one season, 2, 3, 4 seasons. They're always back. They always get asked to come back to New York. So there's just so many opportunities, with that once I train my students, because I've walked runways in New York, Milan, and Paris. I know how it's done, and I'm ready to share my techniques with any models who have that dream of walking in New York, because it is possible.
All right. Well, and then on that note, everything's possible, especially when you want to do something and you're focused in your career, and if you want to stay on track, contact Sarah there, as again, there's you got somebody. You can't say, oh, I don't have anybody that you can go to. Now there's a go-to right here. So it doesn't matter. You can go to, she'll reach back out to you at her convenience and her time. And, whenever your time is, so you guys can coordinate and see what's happening. So get out there, work hard. Remember what she does is not hard. It's not an overnight success. It's not. You got to put in a lot of hard work to get to the stage where Sarah is in her journey, and the journey continues.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing your story. This is not going to be the last time you're going to be seeing her, people. You're going to be seeing her again. She's going to come on again when she gets this the episode running and stuff like that, so that she can come on here and tell us how it's going and all the juicy details. So anyway,
you guys want the juice, do you?
We want the juice. We want the real juice.
Oh, the juice.
All right, so everybody, thank you, Sarah, for sharing your story. And
thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, and everybody who was tuning in tonight, I thank you for tuning in here with the journey. If you didn't see the episode, well, you can go to the YouTube channel, DBoss Network, so you can go look at it at your own convenience and your time. So everybody, good night and bye for now.
All right, join us next time at Real Life Matters with your host DBoss, as she bring you some more entertainment, fashion, music, and interviews right here on Real Life Matters. We got to go. Okay, that's it, we got to go. And we just hit you off with a TV show. And we kept it hot, and we kept it brand new. And we just hit you off with an interview. And we kept it real, and we put it on the platter. Talking about that real life matters. Certified, never taking a loss. And that was your host, DBoss.